they help with, like, I don't know how to teach rebounding, how do I teach
Right.
find, hit, get, like, all that kind of
I
they
no, I absolutely. I mean, I think you just nailed it all. Just basically look for help, break up the job and the responsibilities,
for
no
me
matter.
would be to go find that assistant coach, find that mentor, find that resource,
It
whatever.
does take some time to put all of that together, but there's nothing more rewarding. So, don't be afraid.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those in my youth organization where they really know the game and they know how to teach. They just don't have the time.
Duh.
Yes. All right. Welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops.
Coach.
1 hour and 34 minutes before we start our first podcast today, because Bill and I haven't spoken. I'm pulling back the curtain, people, and telling you what normally happens when Bill and I get together. We talk for 1 hour and 34 minutes, and then we go, oh, crud, we should maybe do a
Yeah,
podcast today.
we get a couple podcasts in.
Anyway, but it's good. We caught up, talked about lots of different things, and anyway. Yeah, but before we jump in, we want to talk about a couple things, right, Coach?
What do we
Coaching.
want to talk about today?
We want to talk about
We
coaching
got
youth
so
hoops for
much.
sure. We want to
Yeah.
talk about what we got in the hopper coming up too. A couple
Of-
exciting things that people can look at and deep dive into, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So first one is coaches prep for your season at coachingyouthhoops.com. We have everything from practice plans to drills, everything you need to have a successful season. Of course, tune into the podcast, share it with your other coach friends. Go to coachingyouthhoops.com. And
Always a good standard. It's the good standard, man. It's the workhorse. Coaching youth hoops is
sorry,
just the workhorse. It always shows up and
makes
plows the
your
field,
life
man.
a
Yep.
lot easier.
Yep.
You don't have to think about it, which obviously dovetails into the topic that we're going to talk today. Um, but before we do that, why don't you tease our new project we got going on?
You can do it. I'll let you do it. You're much better at it. I'm always the one that kind of throws you the softball and then you kind of take it from there.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'm just
So,
saying.
coaches, one of the things that we know you need is better information to make quicker decisions, and we're doing that. We're building something for you guys. Uh, it should be up, knock on wood, August, September
We're
timeframe.
hoping.
We'll
We're
get it out
hoping.
there. Yeah, but it is a solution that will give you deep insights, tell you exactly the next steps you do. All you need is a little video, maybe a stat sheet, and we'll be able to provide a level of detail that doesn't exist today, and it's purely 100% made for the youth coaches. So
And
anything
youth
from
parents, kind of
third
youth
grade
parents.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
and youth, definitely youth parents too,
I
right?
like youth
Yep,
families. Anybody that has a vested interest in a youth
that's right.
player, this will be
Yeah,
useful for. And it will blow your mind when you see it.
yeah.
That's all I've got to say. That's a good tease. I think
That's a good tease.
that's a good tease.
And where can they sign up for it?
I don't know where.
Go to coachingyouthhoops.com / AI dash basketball dash coach. So AI
Oh my
basketball dash
God, that's a
coach.
long URL.
It is.
I,
I like the long,
I do.
So I'll put it on the homepage, but AI dash basketball dash coach.
Yeah,
Go check it out.
I will put it, I will
And
put it
we'll
in the
put it in
show
the show
notes.
notes.
I will put in the show
Yeah,
notes.
go sign up. You get a sneak peek at what's coming and maybe a little bit of
The
exclusive pricing
longest when we
too.
get off, I'm gonna yell at Coach. I'm gonna yell at Bill when we get off and go, gosh, your URLs are like the size of the Grand Canyon. Like,
Or a
gosh,
Harry Potter novel.
Harry Potter. All right. So today's topic has happened to both you and I, probably. I know it's happened to me
Well,
multitude.
that's how it got started. Yeah.
Um, I know yeah. Anyway, I don't even know if I ever told you this story, but I was coaching my varsity team. My son's seventh grade team couldn't find anybody to coach. So they were
Mm.
either I was going to coach my seventh grade son's team during my varsity basketball season, or he wasn't going to have a season. None of the other parents stepped up.
That's
So what am I
unbelievable.
going to do? I'm not going to not let
Yeah.
my son have a season,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it ticked me off. It's like, come on, someone step up. I'll help you. I'll be your assistant. Nope, no one stepped up. It was me.
Yeah.
So the topic today is about
Typical. Yeah.
getting roped into coaching youth basketball. And again, I don't regret it. And when I look back at it, it's great memories, but it was like, I don't know how I did it. I literally don't know
Well,
how I did it.
you
Um,
were 30 years younger too.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
So,
30
right?
years. I was younger, but I wasn't 30 years younger. But I don't know. And I had to work my schedule and we had to move varsity
Yeah,
practices so I could go to tournament. It was like, I mean, I don't think I saw my wife and daughter as much as I should have during that
I'm
stretch
sure you did it.
because
Yeah.
I was in
Every
every,
waking hour you were doing basketball. I did
yeah.
that, I think 1 year. Ended up doing that too, coaching high school and my daughter's team. Yeah, that was a lot.
Right. And
That
it's
was a
during the
lot.
same time. I didn't mind doing like a
Right.
sprint
Of course.
when
Yeah, during the
when
same
I'm
time.
not
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it's when it's at the same time, it's like, holy cow. Um,
Yeah.
hard.
But so what do you do? I mean, right? You nobody stepped up. You want the kids to have a season. You maybe played before, haven't coached, maybe you haven't played and you got to learn how to coach or right, and coaching and playing as we know is very different from one another. And so where do you start?
You started coaching youth hoops
Well, yeah,
that
no, you
has
started
everything that you
definitely
need.
coaching.
I mean,
It really does.
no,
This
but
is
part
not
of
a
the
pitch for
reason,
coaching youth who's, but it is, yeah.
no, but part of the reason you and I started coaching youth hoops is because of a need like
It is. That's true.
and I
Right.
got roped into coaching. I always tell you, I always use the basketball analogy or baseball analogy that I know
Right.
enough in
Yeah.
baseball to be dangerous, but I don't really know baseball. I know basketball, but I don't really know baseball. And I always use that analogy with you. It's like I would have died for something that would have told me the practice plans and what to do and how to organize all the things that go into coaching youth hoops, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going to TM coaching youth baseball.com, whatever. Something like that. But I would have bought it in a second because it would have spelled everything out. So first of all, that's what you got to try to find some sort of resource. Again, obviously we're doing a pitch, but and I didn't mean to do that, but that's why we built
No,
coaching
I know.
to
Yeah. It's
help
just,
you.
yeah,
So
it wasn't intentional,
it
right?
wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
But that would be the first thing. Second thing is to find a really good assistant coach.
Yeah.
Find or a
Right.
mentor, maybe somebody that knows basketball. Maybe you're the
Or
head
the high
coach.
school coach, right? That
Yes.
be
Like
happy to help or
you got
former
somebody that's,
player.
yeah, he's a banker and he's working banking hours and he can't be at practice, but he knows basketball. I mean, I've seen a lot of those in my youth organization where they really know the game and they know how to teach. They just don't have the time because they've got
Right.
4 kids and they're working this job, but they're great. Those are the ones you go and grab as the assistant because they can
Or
help
they
you.
don't have kids and they don't know the opportunity exists to
Yes,
coach, right?
yes, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I always try to, I mean, I always know when there's one of those around because they do just, they help with like, I don't know how to teach rebounding,
Right.
how do I teach, find, hit, get, like all that kind of they have they play and they played and all those kind of things. So another thing for me would be to go find that assistant coach, find that mentor, find that resource, whatever it is. So that'd be the second thing. Third thing is I'd find a mom or dad that's willing to take all the quote unquote dirty work off your table,
True. Right. Yeah. Good point.
rides,
Yeah.
food after the game,
Yeah.
Gatorade, tournament fee, like try to take the
Admin work.
non-coaching stuff off your.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's usually somebody is willing to do that because they can
Or
do it on a Tuesday when they're
right.
watching Love Island or whatever. I don't know, something, whatever they're watching. Um, they can do it.
So did you just hint at that you're watching Love Island?
No,
Is
my
that
kids are, my daughter and my niece are. And I
yeah,
think my
my
son
daughter
was
is too.
watching. It's like, I don't get it. Anyway, it's not reality. Anyway, but yes, when we were on our trip recently, it was on, it's like, what are you watching? Anyway, that's why I said Love Island.
The girls on my basketball team are watching it.
my daughter just posted something like she couldn't believe something happened. It's like, whatever. Okay. I'm old. But anyway, one of those will save you a lot of time, in my opinion. I don't know what you think, coach.
No, I absolutely. I mean, I think you just nailed it all. Look, just basically look for help, break up the job and the responsibilities, no matter how small they are. Again, if a lot of times where this happens, you're coaching for free. It's at a YMCA, a CYO type of program. Your public school team or your, whatever type of non-AAU program, right? Where they need extra coaching help. But find extra help. Maybe again, somebody didn't want to coach, but they're more than willing to, because they don't know how to coach, they're more willing to help you out on the admin work. But then, the next, I think the bigger piece after all of that is just structuring your season. Right. Knowing what are your goals for the kids? What do you want to do? And I mean, you can tell enough by the way they look what they should be able to do. And again, do your research. Um, Now with ChatGPT, you could just look a few things up. What should you be teaching a fourth grade, developmental team? Right. And you can do searches for that and come up with some
Some basic stuff.
ideas.
Yeah, some basic
Obviously,
ideas.
teaching it, the techniques, there's plenty of videos on YouTube to do that. Again, as Steve was saying, we do make that tremendously easy on Coaching Youth Hoops. We put it all together for you. And, the right drills, so we did all the homework
Homework.
basically
We did
for
all the
you.
work for
But
you. We
it
did the
does
yeah.
take some, yeah, I was going to say, it does take some time to put all of that together, but there's nothing more rewarding. So, don't be afraid.
Yeah, I wouldn't be afraid, and I would say yes. So my niece just got
Yeah.
married. My brother at the rehearsal basically gave a speech, and he part of his speech at the rehearsal dinner was about saying yes. And he goes, in life, you should say yes more than you should say no.
Yes,
Take
dear. Did he add to that part or
No,
yes,
that
dear?
would be funny. But he's right. Like, say yes. Say yes to the new opportunity. Say yes. I mean, I met my wife because I said yes. I didn't. It was right before basketball season. I was like, oh, do I want to go on that day? But I said yes, and it changed my life. So his theory is say
Yeah.
yes to things. It's the same thing with this. Are you getting roped in? Maybe, but say yes. There's resources out there. It's a time to spend with your child. Um, or other kids, to be able to mentor them. Say yes is what I would say. Say yes to doing it. Say yes to coaching YouTube. Say yes is what I would say.
Yeah, and I'd give you a great example too, because there's nothing more rewarding. I walked in, um, I run our girls program for our AAU program, or girls division for AAU program, and one of our coaches she's doing all the summer camps, and I walked in the gym today to go see her, and up walks two of my former players. They stopped playing. They're young, but they are not playing basketball this season because they went to volleyball, playing volleyball. But what did they do? They literally ran up to me and gave me the biggest hug ever.
I know the
Uh,
relationships you
and
can
I'm like, oh my
build.
gosh,
Yeah.
this is like, the late nights, the uncertainty, the other stuff you put up with.
The upset
Maybe I'm a
parents,
softie,
the
but
the bad officials, all that stuff. I know. I
all
agree.
that stuff, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
but
Anything
anyway.
else, Coach?
No, just there's plenty of resources out there. We're here for you.
Yep.
Take it on, as Coach says, just say yes.
Just
You'll
say yes.
figure it out.
Yep.
Don't be afraid.
All right. And go over and check out Coaching Youth Hoops.
Go to coachingyouthoops.com.
All right. Till next week.